Hello again guys, and welcome to part 2 of my 2021 fireworks stash video series thing, where I show you guys the ridiculous amount of fireworks that I buy. I tell myself each year it's not going to happen, and then it happens again and again, but you know, who cares? Fireworks are cool. In the last video we saw a couple of barrage packs from Skycraft and Vivid, and this time we've gone back to individual cakes from some of the brands I just can't get enough of. We've got Hallmark, we've got Celtic, we've got Classic, we've got Vivid, 4 of the best brands, easily top 10 brands in the UK, easily. If you haven't tried any of them, go and try them. They tend to can be quite expensive, depending on what you're looking for exactly, but you know, you get what you pay for, especially with fireworks. Generally speaking, if you're paying more, you're probably going to get something pretty decent. So we'll jump right in with the smallest fireworks. We've got Dong Ding, not to be confused with Ding Dong, from Celtic, and we've got Celtic Dawn as well. 2 small cakes in their sort of budget range, I guess, 10-15 quid for one of these, depending on where you shop. Dong Ding is 25mm, 16 shots, sorry. You can see there quite a decent bore size, and Celtic Dawn is 25 shot, and you can see the difference in bore size. I don't know if that really captures it, to be honest. 25 shot, 20mm, so the breaks on Dong Ding are going to be bigger, the reports will be louder. I think they're both single effect cakes. Dong Ding has a spinner as it goes up and breaks to like a white and red strobe, and Celtic Dawn is like purple and green peonies with a gold strobe, I think. Nice little cakes, especially when you fire them in pairs. If you're getting something of that size, depending on the size of your shoot sight, of course, I find firing small cakes like that in pairs just fills the sky a bit more. Of course, if you've got a small shoot sight, then one will do it. You don't really need to worry about going too big. And then you can just buy more fireworks, you know, if you've got a smaller shoot sight, so that's great. These are all Cat 2, so you can shoot them at 8 meters, but I'd recommend shooting it more. And I think if you actually read what Celtic recommend, you can see there they recommend 30 meter distance to shoot at, which is only a good idea. If you've got that amount of space, definitely do it, but I think the minimum they say is 8 meters. I wouldn't fire something that powerful at 8 meters personally. To get that performance out of a Cat 2 firework is ridiculous, but there we are. That's personal preference, I suppose. Between them we've got a bigger cake from Hallmark, a nice 81 shot 20mm salute cake. We love it loud. This was new last year, I think. Really nice firework, fairly fast paced, something to use in a finale just to add a little bit of noise, just those extra reports without filling the sky with too much sky puke. If you've got other cakes, single effect cakes going off as your finale, you can add a salute cake in, and it won't add too much visually to the sky, but it definitely adds some more audio, a lot of loud reports going off in a short space of time. It's not going to be as loud as the Dum Bums, the original 30mm Dum Bums, but I kind of got bored of them, to be honest. I've tried to do various different things with Dum Bums in the past. Some worked, some didn't work, so I thought I'd try something different with just a single cake this time. So that'll go in a finale at some show I decide to do. Beneath that we've got Screaming UFOs from Classic, a nice low noise firework. The artwork actually sort of shows you what it does, to be honest. Each shot is a screeching whistle, and it just breaks to a nice coloured pearl, red, green, yellow, purple, blue, all kinds of different colours. Really nice firework. 66 shots, 22 seconds, 20mm, 500 grams of powder. I imagine that's probably Cat 2 as well, to be honest. Again, wouldn't fire it at 8 meters, but there we are. So that's a nice low noise firework. Beneath that, I've got another Classic firework, the opposite end of the spectrum. This is very noisy fireworks. Indian Scream, it's been around for a few years, I think. Close to max weight in this, 100 shots, 25mm. A nice volley of salutes at the end is the reason I bought it. But also because I was after a sort of filler cake, but a filler cake with decent quality. And that's not to say this is a bad firework by any means. It's a very good firework. It's got a good mixture of effects, but that's it says more about the amazing quality we have available on the UK market at the moment for consumer fireworks. that something like this, something as good as this, I can consider to be a filler cake. Yeah, lots of different effects in this. Nothing particularly special, but the salutes at the end, yeah, they'll be nice and loud, a nice volley of 10 salutes at the end of that cake. And then to the left of that, we've got Vivid. That's one of these premium brands that keep pushing the boundaries of what we can do with consumer fireworks. And they've got Screaming Demons here. We've got 2 of these, one each side for, you know, for symmetry. Super Whistle Tail to Red Falling Leaves, and it's a 10-second firework. So essentially a dump cake. It gets rid of all 25 shots in one hit. They screech really nice and noisy as it goes up. They reach a really good height as well, similar to Furious Angels from Primed, that sort of height. And the other Scream cakes with that deep sort of howl rather than a whistle, I guess super whistle. And then it breaks to this really nice silent red falling leaves. They last for a long time. The hang time is great on this. And because it's so noisy as all the 25 shots are going up, when they break to a silent effect as the red falling leaves drop from the sky, it's a really eerie effect and something that would be really good, I think, to finish a show on, especially a quiet show, because the hang time is so good. It gives people something to look at, even though the show's finished and there's no more noise going on. Yeah, I think they'll look really good in a quiet show finale, but I'm not entirely sure. I also love the artwork that Vivid have brought in. I actually prefer this to the plain black wrap. That nice like carbon black hexagon design. Yeah, quite like that. And then at the bottom we've got 2 big Celtic cakes, 2 49-shot 30mm cakes. Calmez-vous, I think it's pronounced, which I believe translates to calm down. Yeah, really nice looking firework, really pretty. Almost a single effect cake. The first half is like a deep gold willow with red strobe, I think, and then halfway through it changes to a crackle instead of red strobe. A nice volley of 7 shots at the end, and I think 2 of these going off would make a really good finale, or even a good false finale, so long as you've got something even bigger and more impactful than 2 of these, because being 30mm cakes, these similar to Goldfinger, which they brought in a few years ago, which I've fired a couple of. The breaks on those are huge, the hang time's great, and the report is really good. The height they reach is also really good. They're really good finale cakes, just the 2 of them. And then you put like a dump cake like Brexit or Dark Demolisher or Miner's Revenge or whatever just after it. It's a really good way to close the show with good colour, good quality, and a lot of noise without it looking too messy and sky pukey. So yeah, really, really good fights. If you can stretch your budget to 1 or 2 of those, absolutely go for it. I'd highly recommend those. I would probably always buy something along the lines of Goldfinger or Calmez-vous. But that is the stash. That's part 2 sorted. I've got plenty more fireworks to show you guys in the coming weeks in the build up to Bonfire Night. Hopefully all the shows go ahead this year, unlike last year. I've got my fingers crossed, but thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. If you don't want to, you know, you do you. But if you do, it gives me a little bit more motivation to want to try and get some content out and show you guys my ridiculously large fireworks stash each year. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.